If you have a turkey that is dying after 6 months of illness and all, then check your feed. That's all.
In our previous video, we sat down with Joshua, the CEO of MPI Group, who is on a mission to build one of the biggest poultry farms in Ghana.
When you come here, we have a locally manufactured incubator that I watched online how to make an incubator.
So you did it yourself?
Oh yes, this I not did myself. Everything from start to finish.
Today, we take you on a tour of one of his pilot farms located in Sowutuom in the Greater Accra Region.
Let's go to the broiler, then we'll come and end with the turkeys, because we can't go to the turkeys and go to the broilers. You take infections to them. We can't handle it.
Okay. This farm is a true example of integrated farming, combining tilapia, broilers, turkeys, and even mushrooms.
Everything we do, we pilot it here. We pilot it here, then we take it outside. So these are mushrooms. It doesn't like heat at all. So mushroom doesn't do well when it gets to this time of the year.
So Mr. Prince.
Okay.
Yes, we are finally.
Okay, so as I said, this is where everything started. This is our home. This is where we started the farming, and now we moved to Sowutuom and then into Osino, and then to the village in Volta for the fish farming. Okay. So this is Accra office. Everything we started, now we've taken we have bits and pieces of them in here. That is for the at least for the parent stock. So this is it. So we have broilers. Well, we don't have layers here because of the turkeys. We have turkeys, we have tilapia, and we have mushrooms. Yeah. Okay. Because of poultry, we have biosecurity. We don't allow people inside. We don't actually allow visitors in because of biosecurity reasons. So,
okay. I like your signpost.
We are into graphics, so Media Plus, MPI Group is into graphics. So when it comes to branding, we are.
It's very necessary.
So that's how come we see our prints all over the place.
Okay. All right.
So you can come in. Hey, I'm waiting. Okay, so that is it. When you come in, let's come to this is a tilapia. Go bring me feed. So this is a tilapia. As I said, we started. This is the second year we are doing tilapia. The first year we did reversed. That's castrated. The ones we castrated tilapias. And now, then those ones, they are purposely for meat. They don't reproduce. So we give them, there's something we add to their feed to castrate them. So then they become, all of them.
I nearly asked, how do you castrate it?
there's a chemical, there's a thing we put together and all that, then we put it in their feed. Okay. So there's, from the time they give birth to like 3 weeks, 21 days, you have to let them eat that food or else they won't be castrated. Oh. It's not 100%, it's about 99%. You have maybe 1 or 2 escaping from that time. Yeah, then those ones are reversed. But these ones are direct. These ones, when they give birth, so we didn't castrate them because of the parent stock. So these ones are almost about 1,000 of them. So now, after this, when they get to, they are about 2 months, getting to 3 months. When they get to the time that they can reproduce, then we'll separate them into each drum, male, female. When you pick the tilapia, the female has 2 dots.
Oh, okay.
At the excreta, it has 2 dots, and the male has 1 dot. Okay. So you can know when it's a female. So when you pick it, you know. So at that time, we have cubicles. We have the hatchery with cubicles and all that. Then we'll put each person in the same.
To separate the males from the females.
No, so each male, 1 male, 1 female.
Oh, okay.
You can't have it this thing. 1 male, 1 female. Then we agree. Then when they give birth, now the fingerlings that we get, then we'll castrate them. We'll give them the chemical this thing for them to.
So this will mainly be like your brood stock.
So this is a parent stock. Okay. This is a parent stock. This is one of the parent stocks. We have 2 parent stocks at this thing, the village in this thing. So I don't think if normally when you are feeding them, tilapia farming, as I said, it doesn't do well in tarpaulin. It doesn't do really well in tarpaulin, but you can manage it with the oxygen pump. Once you give them oxygen constantly, because the only way they digest their food is by oxygen. if you take the pump out like now, when you give them food, they will not really eat.
Oh, okay.
So once the oxygen, the machine takes oxygen from the this thing environment, and it puts it down there. Okay, so now when you give them food, these ones they've not eaten today, so you see them eating like that. So once you are feeding them, you watch it. When the feeding comes down, then you stop, because of the feed can contaminate the
water.
The water. They are not like catfish. Catfish can manage the contaminated water, but they might have infections in the water if they don't eat the fish. They don't eat the feed.
This is my first time seeing like tilapia being grown in a tarpaulin. Because normally what you see is like the catfish, normally in the tarpaulin ponds. So the oxygen is very important to have.
You can't take it out. One day you do it, and the next day you find all of them floating. All of them will float.
Anyway, the way they eat, it's different from catfish. Catfish by now, they are all aggressively fighting. Okay.
So basically, that's tilapia farming. When you start it, you have a lot of the mortality rate might go up because you brought the fingerlings from somewhere. Once you transport them, you have to get oxygen on them. We have mobile oxygen aerators that you put on them. If you don't have that one, then you might bring them the next day, you find out that half of them are dead. But we have chosen to do tilapia, and then instead of the normal catfish that everybody's doing.
I know Ghanaians are known for tilapia farming.
Tilapia farming.
Yes, we eat tilapia more.
Yes, yes. The consumer. Yes, now the catfish we have consumers that are getting used to. The catfish we smoke it. We smoke, that one is okay. But the fresh ones they do now. The market is picking up. Market is picking up, and that one is quite expensive too than this one.
But I mean, locally or traditionally, we are used to the tilapia. The catfish just came into the system, and it's like everyone is gravitating towards it now. Okay. Because as you are going along, you can see.
So one, I'm not cutting you.
Okay.
One thing is that the tilapia also cannot go with the normal tap water. There's chlorine in tap water. So what we do is that we fetch the water here. That's every week. Once it stands on the sun for like 2-3 days, the chlorine evaporates.
Okay.
It's a gas that is in the water. So once it evaporates, then you put it here. Or you leave the treated water, half of it, then you fill it with normal tap water, then you pump it. So this one, we just pumped this one this morning. That's how come it's very clean. If you come in the next 3 days, the excreta would make it all green. Then, So if you want to do tilapia farming in your house, make sure that, and you are not near, even if it's a borehole, you have to make sure you let somebody check for the hardness. You know, some boreholes have salts in them, and that one is that one is also not good for tilapia. So you have to check. Apart from that, the water, clean water from the tap, you cannot just pump it into your pond. You just kill all the fishes. The chlorine will just finish all of them. So you have a reservoir that you keep the water inside. Then you transfer them after 3-4 days. Then you put them here. There are other ways of treating the water. You can put vitamin C and all, but that one you have to get the right measures of the. So that one is expensive. So the sun, we have sun here, which is free. You can keep it, and then you just transfer them here.
Okay.
So maybe in the next few months or a year or two, when we go to our site, we can show you our best. We have a hatchery, and that will be the length of this one, and we have the cubicles inside like that.
Nice. The pot in there, is it intentional?
You put the pot there because when they get to the time of mating, they also prefer their privacy. So it pushes productivity. So you find out that there's a male guarding a female who is inside there. Even when it gives birth, it's there guarding him. Because when the tilapia gives birth, it's with the kids for some time before it will leave it, and then they will start this thing. So the pot is there basically for, now they are 2 months, 3 months, they will start giving birth. So that's how come we put the pot inside there, so that you can create some privacy for them at the current time.
Okay. So now that after 2 months, you take them to the...
Once we see the fingerlings inside them, once you see any of them inside there, then I will take them and then we'll start separating them.
Oh, okay. So here they can breed and make...
No, here they will start breeding. But immediately we see one give birth, then we would have to transfer all of them.
Oh, okay.
Now to transfer.
And they separate them. And nice. Okay. Well, this is like a quick intro into tilapia farming. But it's nice. When I saw it, I thought this is like catfish. But it's good to know that it's tilapia.
It's tilapia.
Okay. So and as we go around, I see people are repping fresh farms. A lot of fresh farm dresses around.
This is my wife.
Oh, nice.
This one, we've been married we got married in 2011.
Okay.
So that's how many years now?
2011. 2021 is 10 years. Then 13 years.
13 years now.
Nice.
So that's what we are now. Once you are doing something like this, you need the help of everybody. We mix the feed, we do that, and all that. We've not actually gotten external permanent staffs here. All the things here we run apart from the other sides. We have temporary staffs who come and help around and all that, but we do all our things. You see, they all have their boots. We'll feed them right now. You see how we go about our feeding.
Okay. Please, your name? Sylvia. Nice meeting you.
And this is my third one, my son. And this what's your name?
You can't mention your name.
That's Jaden. Okay. That's the second girl. Otu, what's your name? Eliora Otu. And then the two are there. Okay, so we can move to this side. This is where so this is a garage of the house that we've converted it to food storage. Converted to where we do our feed, we keep our feed. So we have all the cereals here. We have the concentrate. When you are starting with preparing your own feed, the best way to get a good feed is to use the concentrate. We can mix the concentrate. We've tried mixing the concentrate before, but it's not really, because the things we have for the concentrate, most of them are chemical. If you don't get the right quality, you have issues. The concentrate is full of chemicals.
When you say concentrate, maybe someone watching now, they don't know what you mean by concentrate.
The concentrate it has the basic nutrients and the vitamins that the bird needs. Okay. So they concentrate it into one formula. So when you look at the broiler concentrate, this is the broiler concentrate. You see, it has soya, a bit of soya, phosphorus, and all those things. All those things are chemical compositions. Okay. But you cannot get this done perfectly on your own because you don't have the gadgets and all that for it. So it's best to use the concentrate from there. This is what we give to the turkeys. Their concentrate is different. For their feed.
Do you know the names for the turkey one and the?
They are branded, so I don't want to mention them.
I like the energy.
They are branded, so I don't want to mention them online.
Sure.
But this is the concentrate.
Nice.
So once you have your concentrate, now you can have the measures of the maize and the soya and the other things, and we also add some by experience and by doing the things. There are things that we add to vitamins and here that we buy to make the birds come at the weight that we want. So you might even use the concentrate I'm using, but if you don't have the things that I add up to make sure my feed, it might be so that one comes from training, or you have to go and learn from somebody. So that's how come we mix our feed. So we don't put in. Sometimes you have to get. There are things that we put in the feed to preserve them, but there are things we put in the feed to preserve the feed. But we don't. Yes, so that it doesn't grow molds and all that. But we don't do that. So we mix the feed the same day. Last quarter we did mix the feed and give to the birds. Those birds are there, and those we are giving the feed that we are mixing instantly, maybe a day or two. They are quite different. Their liver functions and all that. You realize that their energy and everything is different from. So we are trying to see the two, and now the putting in those things, preservatives inside and all that. So that's one thing we are teaching the students that come here. Sure. So you see, I just mix this one because I know.
So this is a mixture of everything.
This one I just mixed it when you were here this morning.
Everything.
So this has the maize. This has the basic things are the maize, the soya, and then the concentrate. Then other things we add.
Okay.
For us and now, we don't have anything to substitute for the maize. Maize is a major component, and we don't have any cereal that can come and replace that for in Ghana now. So now we use maize and then the soya.
Okay, that is the concentrate.
Yes, and the concentrate.
Okay.
So this when you come here, we have a locally manufactured incubator.
Okay.
This one I cut it, the wood, and then. In fact, I watched online how to make an incubator.
So you did it yourself?
Oh yes, this I not build myself. Everything from start to finish.
Oh,
with the kids. So from start to finish. So with this one we did it last year, and then so these ones are just.
So what are the same raw materials that went into?
Oh, you need a thermos, something to provide heat. We have a heater here. Others use bulb.
Okay.
But the bulb, it doesn't give the distance. So there's a heater down here, inside here. Then you have there's a fan that blows the heat. This is a fan. Let me open it a bit. Okay. So we have the heater. This thing here is a heater. And then you have the fan, which brings the heat from the heater down to the eggs.
Oh, okay.
Then we have the automatic roller. This one rolls. You can decide to roll the egg with your manually. Turn it. If you are not using the automatic turner, that means you have to turn the egg about 3-4 times a day. But the automatic this thing can turn the egg every you set it every 3 hours. It will turn it.
So the turning of the egg is important in the incubation process?
Yes, that's why when the chicken is sitting on the egg, it turns it all the time.
Oh, okay.
If you don't do that, by the time the embryo forms, one part of the chicken is stuck to one side, so it has to be turned constantly.
Nice.
So then we have this device regulates the turning, the heating. The heater cannot heat constantly for all the time. When it heats the temperature you give it, turkey goes to 38-39 degrees Celsius. And so this device controls the heat. So when it gets to that time, it cuts the heat. The heater goes off. And when it's dropping to a particular level, when you set it to, let's say, 36, then it will come on again. So that's the device here. It's automated. This one is automated. It's automated.
Do you know the name of the device?
That one too is branded. So,
okay.
But it's a thermostat that controls the turning and the heat. Thermostat that controls. And then that's all. So when you put it on, let me put it on for you to see. So we have a thermometer here.
To check the temperature.
To check the temperature. This is where you set. So I set the temperature here to, let's say, 38. So this one will read 38 for you to see. And nearly it gets to 38. Now it's at 32.4. It's heating up. It will heat up. When it gets to 38.4, the settings have given this one will cut the fan, everything will go off.
Okay.
Then when it's dropping down to, let's say, 37.5, that's how I have set it. That one to come on by itself, so that the egg doesn't get, or it has to get a constant temperature that it needs. So when you watch these ones here, these are the eggs that are hatched. These ones are fresh eggs that are hatched.
Nice. How long ago?
Oh, these ones are, I think they're about a week old.
Oh, nice. There are still some eggs in there.
There are some few eggs that sometimes don't crack. They are not. If an egg doesn't crack, that means it's not fertile. This one is not fertile at all. But this one, it didn't turn well. You can find the turkey inside. The turkey, the first thing the turkey does is to crack one side with the mouth, with the beak.
Okay.
But once it doesn't, it's not able to crack the rest. That means either the feathers is stuck into the shell. So that means either the turning, something went wrong somewhere. So then it doesn't come out. Apart from that, these ones are not fertile eggs.
So it means they can't hatch?
No, once the fertile eggs, the feed they eat also gives them the eggs.
Okay.
The feed is a layer concentrate, the turkeys. So it gives them egg. But for the turkey egg to be fertile, then it has to be the male has to mate it to get the fertile eggs. So
these ones are not fertile.
These ones are not
should
fertile.
Be consumed. But eggs are big,
especially normally when the turkey egg is very big, it's not fertile. And that's one thing I have realized. It's not in any book, but I realized that the turkey eggs, normally when it's not big, when it's very big, it's not fertile. So these are guinea fowl eggs as well. So we have we have customers bringing in eggs that we hatch for them.
But what's the success rate for your locally manufactured?
Very effective. Once you put in a fertile egg, and all things are equal, it will hatch it. The incubator, all you need to make sure, like the chicken does, he has to get a temperature. That's all. It shouldn't be any strange thing. The chicken sits on this thing for the number of days, but the temperature is there. So you should make sure you have the temperature inside, and that's all. That's all you need. So once you close it,
and you say the turkey is 38 degrees.
Yeah, that's 38 degrees maximum. Okay. So you set the incubator to 38, then you set the down to maybe 37.7. So when it gets to 37.7, the machine will start again. When it gets to 38, it will stop.
Nice.
Then
nice.
it will hatch it.
Oh, okay. So like more people know how to do their own incubator, it will help. Because I've heard of people saying they are importing incubators into Ghana to do their own.
If you have to import an incubator, then you should commercial one. But these small ones, this one is even durable. The ones they bring here, it will not even last long.
How many eggs can you hatch?
Oh, this one can take. It has about 3 rows. So let's say this one can take like 200 eggs.
That's a lot.
You see all the steps 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
So about 200 eggs. Yeah, 200.
Nice. Okay.
So
which eggs are these?
These are guinea fowl eggs. This one we hatched it for a customer, but the eggs wasn't properly handled. It came from the north. Normally when you are keeping the eggs for hatchery, it has to be in a tray. Then you turn it in a particular way every day. But they put it in a rubber container and they closed it. So by the time the thing got here, and the north to this place is about 12 hours.
12 hours, yeah, that's all.
When it got here, it was moldy and all that. And I told the customer I'll try it and see. It didn't work actually. It didn't work.
Because there are a lot of eggs. So.
That's a lot. That's about 100 of them.
Damn. So this one is like good for consumption or what?
No. The only you can give it to the pigs. After the pigs, they consume everything.
Oh, okay.
So when you do this one, they'll eat all. They'll finish it up.
Interesting. Okay, so these are the.
So these ones have end life. So so everything we do, we pilot it here. Then we take it outside. So these are mushrooms plants. This one is it doesn't like heat at all. So mushroom doesn't do well when it gets to this time of the year. This time of the year, even though it's raining, the heat is too much. It's crazy. So mushroom per se doesn't do well in this last half of the year. That's a little bit of problem. But by December, getting this thing, you do it's okay. So that's
okay. But at least you've harvested from these ones.
Oh yes, we sell it. A kilo is 60 cedis. Oh, wait, a kilo in 60 cedis.
Nice. I like the way you're making good use of your space.
We are managing the space. We don't want to leave any of them wasted. So. Okay. So where do you go from here? So let's go to the broiler. Then we'll come and end with the turkeys because we can't go to the turkeys and go to the broilers. You take infections to them. They can't handle it.
Okay.
But the broilers, their infection, whatever, the turkeys can handle it. So all the time you should know how to move around your research. If you go to the turkeys and you go here, your broiler will start dying at the point in time.
That's very key.
Yes.
That's why the biosecurity thing in front of the house is very key.
It's very important. So we'll go to the broilers. When we are done with them, then these people, they are the last. As for them at this age, nothing can happen to them. If you have a turkey, this is about 6 months. If you have a turkey that is dying after 6 months of illness and then check your feed. That's all. Nothing can affect them. No sickness can affect them. It's the feed that they are taking. Okay, so we can go through.
We are going to the broiler side.
Let me bring their feed. So these are broilers. Okay. They are 3 weeks old. They're 3 weeks old. So give me that.
So we are about to feed them. So as you said, you not fed them the whole
we
day.
don't fed them the whole day, which is very unlikely. We should have fed them by now. As for broilers, the only way to get the weight is make sure they have food all the time. The food in the bowl shouldn't finish. You should have food all the time. If only you want to get the weight within the time. So these ones, you see, when I start feeding them, they'll be chasing me.
So how many times do you feed them?
Oh, this one, because of my work schedule, I feed them early morning, then late evening. Early morning and very late at night.
Okay.
But there is food inside all the time. I pack it very well.
Nice.
And then, okay, so let me come. So broilers don't do this. Once they are doing this, that means you've kept them hungry.
Oh, okay.
Normally when they
don't normally rush for food.
No. Once because they always have food with them. When you are giving them food, they will just watch you. But because you've not eaten today, that's how come they are doing this.
Oh, okay. Mostly they like sitting down.
Yes, they will sit down for you to put the food inside. When they are okay, then they will eat it. So you realize that normally you're supposed to hang the food, but we've hung some of them and we've left some of them. At their age, sometimes if you give them access to food, they'll eat. If you don't give them access to food, they won't mind you. They'll just not grow this one. So sometimes we massage the hanging at a point in time. Then before we hang them,
Oh, okay. I said these are 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
These are 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
3 weeks old.
And which breeds are these ones?
These are the ones 306.
It was 306.
Yes, please.
I like the way your boys are helping on the farm.
Yeah, the only ones that you can just see.
Is it a sort that
When they are hungry now, they start looking for food in the sawdust. So that's how come they put sawdust in their food. So to prevent this one, you have to just make sure you have food in their listen. Then they will not go to the sawdust to look for food. Yeah.
How many of them are in here?
It's 250 left. 250.
250.
Yes.
In all?
No, only this one.
250. Hey.
So by the time they go, they won't go. So next week we take half to the new one we are doing over there.
Oh, okay. 250 is a lot too.
Yeah, it's 250 exactly.
I thought like 50.
Oh no, 50. the one inside the green ones, they are 50. Oh, 50 beds will just be like this. These are 250 beds.
Nice. And they can be in here so that they eat.
No. By the 5th week, we'll take half out.
Okay.
We'll separate the male and the female. One thing you have to do, if you want to get the size of the broiler, then you should be able to separate the big ones, the male especially, from the female.
Okay.
Because it gets to a time that the male will not allow the big ones will not allow the females to eat. They'll bully them. So if you want the best size, you separate them. You separate them by their sizes.
Oh, okay. But mixing the male and the female, won't they cross or like?
No, broilers don't do. Unless you keep them like cockerels for a number of months, then that one they will start crowing when they try to, but they don't have the strength, they need the strength with their legs to do it.
Okay. Okay. So mainly this is like the broiler side,
Yes.
right? So initially you said this is two.
These are 250 beds.
Okay. And 3 weeks.
They are 3 weeks old.
Okay. Then the other ones are how many?
Those ones are 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
And they are ready for harvesting. So as I said, every month we have orders that come in every month. So we do every month, sometimes 50 a month. If the orders are a lot for the next month, then we increase it. But this one, because of the Christmas, we have only this for November.
Okay. So like at least this month or early next December.
This one will finish. This one December. No, so in December, middle of December, we'll start another stock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's what you are saying. I don't understand, but you mean December we do
December, which one are you clearing? You are clearing this.
December we are clearing this. This one they are already sold out.
Okay.
This one they are sold out. We will dress all of them.
Okay. So these are December.
These are December beds.
Nice.
In December we go for first with the corporate industry.
Okay.
We have banks, we have SIC, we have CBG, and we are registered with. Every year they do fairs that they sell to their staff and other people.
Oh, okay.
So we are at a discounted price. So if this is 200, we give them about 150. So this is
nice.
So that's how we have the market.
Sure. Then it's good. If you go corporate enough that you have like corporate institutions.
Once you identify where to sell your broilers, that's the key. Apart from that, you get frustrated.
And so you feed them twice.
So early morning, yes, early morning. When I take my kids to school, and I come back around 8, then I feed them. Then late around 11. So all the time they have food.
Okay, so just 300 in total. How many feed do you think they consume?
Now these ones consume one sack.
50 kg.
50 kg, 1.5 day.
Okay.
So you divide it into 3. So in the morning, the evening, and the next morning. So averagely, that's 50 kg in a day. So that's at this time there. As for broilers, the way you push them is how they will come. If you want them to push up in weight, then you have to give them food. That's the way you give them food is the way they will push up. So sometimes people give them food, their food is finished, leave them, they are eating too much. No, you get wrong weight.
The more you feed them,
So as I said, we are targeting a weight that we can sell 200 at least. You don't get all the sizes or this thing, but at least we should have more than at least 80% having that size so that we can meet our target. So we feed them constantly. And we have vitamins that we put in the food as well. That makes them eat, not to boost their size. They are vitamins that give them weight, not that one. We have vitamins that let them eat. That one, the meat becomes composed. It's robust. It's tough, but not soft like that. If you give them something that will, the vitamins that will make them push up, they'll become bloated. But when the customer buys it and he cuts it and puts it on fire, it shrinks. The meat shrinks on fire, it becomes little. But when you give them what you let them eat, then they are composed, they are toughened. So that one, the same size. You find out the person in the kitchen to the person who have the same size in the kitchen. So that's what we used.
So let me ask you a question. Not normally
Stop it.
You have those that are like, you go to the market, say they have hard, they have soft. How do they come about that?
No. The layer is the hard. What we know is the layer is the hard, and the broiler is the soft. But even in broilers, the way you feed them, will get you a hard layer, a hard broiler, and a soft broiler. So if you want a broiler that is toughened, the meat is tough, tender, then you need to feed them well, especially with the soya and the maize, the composition. Let them eat that one. Not per se boosters that will boost their size. There are a lot of boosters in town, the market that will just bloating them like that. That one, when you even see the broiler, when you touch it, it's very soft. But this one, when you feel them, you realize it's a whole lot of meat. So that's
8 weeks, you can get like 7 kg.
Yeah, we can get 7 kg.
That's wow.
By 8 weeks.
Nice.
By 8 weeks.
Okay. So like from here, where do you go to?
So let's go to the finished, the ones that are ready for harvest.
Okay.
So these ones are maybe 8 weeks on Tuesday. You can see their weight already.
Yeah.
Even these ones, we don't really, once it's not an occasion like Christmas, we don't really push them that much. You have to be careful because you have to make sure that you have the market. But if you see this one, the weight, so this is a meal. This is a meal. This one will weigh by Tuesday, it should weigh about 7 kg.
Okay. Hey, they are huge, though.
Yeah, they are huge.
And I've realized broilers, it's like they like lying down.
I know, broilers, if you stress them that they should get up, get up. There are people who always want to disturb them. No. When they eat, they sit down. When they eat. In fact, after 4 weeks, when you change the litter for broiler, 4 weeks, don't change it again.
Okay.
Give them an inches like 8 inches. This thing, litter, and then we stir it and leave them to sit down and have their fun and eat. You gain a lot of weight. But if you go and change your litter by 5-6 weeks, you realize you start dying. And because of the dust in the sawdust,
Okay.
it enters there, blocks their everything, their windpipe, everything. You realize that when they are breathing, you hear a wheezing sound.
From the
Once you change, after 4 months, after 4 weeks, you're not supposed to disturb them at all. If after 4 weeks they want to sit and eat, get them a food that will be lower and let them eat. And that's all, but you don't disturb them, just leave them.
And I feel like it's good because once they are walking around, they are burning energy, like the food they've eaten. But if they lie down, it's
No, that's what broilers. They're not like layers. They don't have anything. They are raised purposely for meat. And it's just a short, intensive time of 8 weeks. So you just have to leave them. So this one, if we are moving them from here to another place, it's a lot of work. If a client wants a live bird like that, it's a lot because at this time you are not likely to lose them.
Oh, okay.
They don't have
even though they've grown like they're mature.
No. They might go, but maybe they go and by the time they are dead.
Wow.
They don't have the strength.
And they are delicate like that.
Yes, that's for broilers. Very delicate. You see, so she's raising them with their hands by their side. You know, like layers that you can hold their
Feathers.
These ones you carry them like that, your breast like that.
So that's how you carry them.
That's how you carry them. Sometimes you even have to hold the legs like this to make sure that it doesn't, because this thing can easily break right now.
Oh, okay.
The leg can just break now, right?
Yeah, then they are very weak.
They're just very, very delicate like that.
Okay, that's nice. I guess we'll learn more when you're talking about the broiler farming.
Yes,
we'll learn more from there.
That one we can go from one step to the other.
Yeah.
All the 8 weeks, the kind of vaccines you need to give them, the antibiotics you need to give them, then the coccidiostats you need to give them. These ones are on medications throughout the 8 weeks, by the 6 weeks, every day.
Nice.
There's no resting day in terms of medication. Maybe 1 or 2 hours or 1 or 2 days in between. Okay. After six weeks, now as you watch them, whether you want to give them something or not. And we have the organic way too. That one, the 2 weeks you give them the vaccines and the medicine, but going you give them herbs. You can see we have bitter leaf plants there at home. So we can also give them. So these ones, the Christmas one, we do them organic. These ones, doing the normal ones, we just leave them and to give them the normal antibiotics.
Sure. Okay. All right. So yeah, stick and stay while we look at the broiler farming. Charlie, you don't get to miss out on that.
Let's go.
We've done a lot of videos on layers. And this time
Oh,
around,
don't raise your leg like
it's
that.
time to like do videos on broiler farm. So you get to learn.
Come.
more
Right,
about
come.
the
Leave
business
them.
as well. Okay, cool. Like the soldiers are following us wherever we go.
Okay, so now let's go and feed the turkeys. That's one of the most difficult thing to do because they are very wild animals.
Okay.
As a turkeys, when you have, sometimes you need to get goggles when you're dealing with them.
Oh, okay.
Because they can hurt you.
Oh,
Turkeys are
nice.
very, they are just like scavengers. So let's go and see how we feed them also.
Sure. All right. So let's go to the turkey side. Well, can maybe what about the goats?
So the goats, now we have the others we have for first week in December. As I said, we go for as I said, we go for first with the corporate season. So in the first week of December, we have our first fair with this. So these are goods that have actually been ordered for.
Oh, okay.
That have been ordered for. So we bring them in from the farm and bring them here and try to give them the.
You didn't feed before, like finally they go. But these are all local goats, right?
These are local goats. All the goats we have are local. So when you bring them in and you start giving them the feed, you realize they start having a running tummy because they are used to leaves.
Sure. So I have to get the leaves for them.
So you get the leaves for them as well.
Right. So let's go to the turkey.
Let's go.
Right, so I'm finally going to the turkey side to go and feed them. I said I'm personally interested in turkey farming, so yes, I can't wait for us to go. Let's go. Watch that as well.
The green bowl. So this is the turkey feed. This I just mixed it this morning.
Okay.
That's for the turkeys. You have to get them the right quantity of feed they're supposed to eat in a day. If you want to get the size, for you to get the proper size, weight for the market, you need about 7 to 8 months.
Oh, okay, 7 to 8 months.
Yeah, that's quite a number of, unlike the broilers. So I've used this to measure the quantity of feed they need every day. So they eat one of this in the morning, one in the evening, one in the morning. So they are consuming about 1.5 charge of the 50 kg. That's 1.5.
1.5 of the 50 kg.
They will consume one sack. That's 2 days, 1.5 day.
Oh, okay.
150 kg. They will consume it in 1.5 a day.
Okay. But how many turkeys do you have in all?
Now we have that's 85 of them.
85. Wow.
Which one was 74? Why you don't counted them? When was that? Okay. But we had the old ones there. You forgotten? So they will be around 85.
The farm manager is doing check count.
So that's over 85 of them.
Okay.
Give me the small bowl then.
That is a lot of. Now you see the numbers and you might think, they're not up to like the number, but to count, you see that
That's for the when they are like that, they are exactly 80. I know the numbers. One thing about poultry is that once you start, it gives you a lot of allergies. You start coughing because of the feed and the Okay. So this is what we need for. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go and feed them. Take it. You can hear that there's food coming.
So then, most when you keep them like this till this time, they are not waiting. When you are going inside, you have to be
Very aggressive.
He's going to deceive them to go this way. Then I will go that way.
See the way they are all aggressive. Should we bring the other ones?
Maybe. Leave it.
They are all eating, they are all busy. By the time this ones are
so this is the last year. The kids from last year. The ones we did last year, they gave birth to this.
Oh, okay.
And these ones gave birth to this.
Hey, only this gave birth to all of these ones?
No, we had 10 of the females. We've sold them out.
Oh, okay.
So these ones, as for this, when they get to this, we sell them now.
Okay. So there were 10 and they reproduced all of these?
Each bird lays 75 eggs in a year. They have 3 cycles. So 25, 25, 25. Like this bird, the white one there, the one going inside there.
Yeah.
And he laid all the eggs that we have there, one bed.
Oh,
we've sold some of the babies.
So like 75 in a year.
So 75. So 25, 25, 25. 3 cycles in a year. So if you have 10 birds at a go, if they are all laying, then you have 10 times 25. That's the cycle you get for a particular time. Okay. So all of them will lay 25 eggs times the 10. That's, you're looking at about 200 eggs.
50.
That's 10 times 25. That's about 200, or
10 times.
10 times 25. Each one will lay 25 at the cycle.
So 250.
So 250. Okay, all right. So 250.
So let me understand. So it's like in a year, you said they can lay 75 eggs.
In a year, they lay 75, but they have 3 cycles.
Okay.
They lay 25, 25, 25.
Okay.
So if you have a parent stock of just 10 females, you need only 1 male. Each normally 12 female is to 1 male. If you put 2 males to 12, they will mate, they will fight. So if you have the one and all of them, then you have a good stock.
Oh wow!
Egg,
75 eggs in a year. That's not bad.
And now the day old is 96 for one.
Come here.
When you hatch the day old, is 96 it is.
96 cities.
Yes.
Hey, for hatching.
For one, no, like if I give you a day-old chick, a day-old turkey, it's like 96 cities.
Ah, the cost of a day old.
Yes, 90.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Hey, they're expensive. Oh.
Yeah, expensive.
And last time even one is like 1,000 Ghana cedis.
The egg is 50 cities for one.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh yes. The egg is 50. If I know you and I want to manage, people take it for health reasons because of the high protein content. It has a lot of protein inside. So if I can manage at least 40 cities.
Damn. Turkey farming will be very profitable.
Now a lot of people are getting into turkey farming. It's now that people are understanding the
business.
because when you give the price of a turkey, people get angry. But when a full mature turkey, when you dress a full mature turkey, the meat is more than the goat.
The goat?
Yes.
Wow.
Like this one, this particular one.
Yeah.
When you dress it and cut it, the meat is more than the
goat one.
Yes.
Damn.
Farm.
That's like 1,000 cities.
Give me that one.
And this one, you feed them twice a day, right?
Yeah, twice a day. So the same quantity. Okay. So at this time, getting to Christmas, you don't compromise, so that you can get the weight
that you want. Like I said, they all seem to be females in here.
There are a lot of females. We are feeding them, so they've pushed up. But the females are more than the male. Okay. The males are the tall ones. The females they have short legs. This like this is the female. The one he just.
Okay.
And the male have the tall legs.
Nice. Okay. I guess we are done with the farm tour, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sure. So I believe this will close out the farm tour video. At least we've gone around. We looked at the tilapia. We went to look at the feed, the hatchery. We looked at the mushroom as well. Showed us more about the feeding part of it as well. Then we went to feed the broilers as well.
The 3 weeks and the matured ones.
Yeah, clean, give them feed and the water. Then finally we came to
the
turkeys. Nice. And I like how with your space you have all of these things going on.
We are managing
crazy. Yeah. A lot is happening in here.
In some years to come, we don't want to unveil that side now because of 1 or 2 reasons.
Yeah.
And work's going on there. But maybe within the 1.5 years, we'll come back then. By 2 years, we should unveil those things. But as I said, if you're interested in it, you want to be a partner, when you come, we'll show you the track record. Show you how things have gone. Normally in December, we have our stands that we sell products. We have a whole stand, everything set up. With dress and cut and all that. So
where do you normally have the stands?
Normally our main office is by the roadside.
Oh, okay.
So we have it by that side.
Sure.
We have
so for those who don't know, this around this Sowutuom, around Choba area. So yeah, you can check that one out.
So that is it. Then we thank God for how far He has brought us.
Sure. So any final words as we close out this one?
Oh, I want to thank everybody, especially you and your colleague, your team, and those working front and back office.
Yeah.
For we have others requests, but some of them use it for their own selfish stuff. By the time you go to the end, it becomes that they are using it to take money from people somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So that's how come you contacted me. I slowed down the issues, and so we have to look into the whole thing. So we look into the link you give us, and then after some time, sometimes you have to listen to your inner spirit to tell you whether to go on or not to go on. So that's how come. Then when things were okay, then we said, okay, why not? Let's go ahead and.
Sure.
So I'll thank you for.
Thanks for having us.
For the opportunity. It's a good opportunity to be showcased online. So we thank you for the opportunity. And I want to urge everybody to, as I said, get into farming. It looks dirty, but at the end of the day, you would benefit. And everybody around you will benefit. And it never dies. Your generation, once you train them, it will linger on. And it will bring produce. It will bring a lot of successes to you.
Okay. So yes, this will close out the video on the farm tour. We are not entirely done. We have a video on how to start a turkey farm, and also we'll go into the broilers as well, where Prince will take us through how you can if you want to start as a beginner, what and what you're supposed to know from each stage to each stage, for the broilers to the 8 week, and also for the turkeys as well, to how long you can finally sell them off as well. So yeah, stick and stay. But this will end out on this video. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share so people can watch and be inspired. Subscribe so we'll grow together. We plan on reaching 100,000 subscribers before the year ends. We are almost at the year ends. I don't know how that can happen, but it's possible. We can do that. Even if it's next year, we can still make sure we can do that. Yeah. So yes, this will end out the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. You're ready to clap, eh?